My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Blueprints! Alright. Fat stack of allowance right there, 13 gold coins for us to be starting off with. Last episode we managed to pick up another 2 of the red envelopes. Got a bunch of additional information as well. I'm pretty pleased with it. Right now though, we should set about starting out a new day. Corridor or spare bedroom. I'll take spare bedroom because it's always going to be unlocked anyway here. Oh, is that car keys? That's car keys. All right, let's get the garage. It's just a couple extra free resources for us. Observatory, a star for each gem, pantry. I don't want to spend my gems right now if I can avoid it. Pantry is a very, very easy space to just make our way through. Yeah, like here, foyer. We have the ability to draft. It says hallway doors are always unlocked, and it costs us 2 gems, so I wouldn't have been able to get it if I'd taken the previous one. Count Isaac Gates. Still not certain about that stuff just yet. Oh, security. Leads out in some good directions. Unfortunately requires a gem and I don't have it. That said, I can take the Nook because as long as I have a north leading path out into the Foundation, I can then also take the left and north out of the Foundation. The left and north. The west and north. Oh, thank heck. The hallway does line up that it's actually a north facing here. Phew. I'm a little worried about that for a second there. Let's grab this key and draw off the door to the south before I continue. Oh, a hallway closet. Yes. Extra item if adjoining to a hallway, and it is indeed. We get a lucky rabbit's foot. Oh, and navigational compass. More often draft rooms facing north. Lucky rabbit's foot, greater chance of finding items. Oh, we've got a real good setup for a run here. And I think we also picked up a key. Garage! Yes! No, I don't have the gem for it. Alright, I'm gonna get the storeroom so that I do have gems now. So that if I'm offered garage again, I can do the right thing. Alright, again, no upgrade disc. Wow, wow, wow. Time to go back upstairs. I got over it quite quickly. Commissary selling items, though. Yeah. It costs a gem, unfortunately, but I can get a sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes. Sleeping mask is extra steps whenever you draft your first... Extra steps when you draft your... when you enter each bedroom for the first time, and then running shoes prevents you from losing steps occasionally. So getting both of those should give me a lot more steps to play with. Funeral parlor thankfully does point in the direction I want. I honestly should not have opened that right now, but we're all good. And when I come back here, I'll be able to pick up a bunch of gems for each of the other red rooms that I have in the house. I have none at the moment, so I should probably go to some other parts of the house and start generating some red rooms. Well, that's the first time in that bedroom for us. Courtyard heads in all the directions I want. Unfortunately, I can't go in there. Yeah, I need to get gems before I start clicking on these doors, because it's pretty terrifying when I click on a door and I keep seeing all the things with gems that I want. I can't do them because I don't get the gems. Ben gives us the gems. And did I did not buy the Sledgy hammer. That's okay, I'll come back. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms, so I'd get 10 steps for stepping in there. The laboratory would give us experimental house features, which they are better the earlier you get them. I feel like I should do this. Every time you draft a hallway from a hallway, for each bedroom you draft after your second. Interesting. And whenever you have, whenever you draft an archive floor plan. For every bedroom you draft after your second, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. So I could draft a lot of bedrooms and get a lot of money that way, because I currently also get a lot out of bedrooms. I get a lot of, the sleep mask gives me an additional 5 steps every time I step into a bedroom. It's costing the resource that I generate the most easily to give me one of the resources I generate least easily. I really want the courtyard. Oof. It's gonna be a dark room, which I should step into in order to have the light zone out, so if I find a breaker, I can just go back to it. Passageway, guest bedroom. I mean, I do have corridor and dark room on either sides of this. Give me the guest bedroom. Oh, key card, so I don't even need the breakers now. Cool. I'm pretty likely to come back to this room. And the next bedroom I draft is going to give me 10 gold. Sorry, 20 gold. Take 10 steps away. Bedroom, but it's leading in a corner, unfortunately. Coat check for a thing that I don't want. And a drawing room that I can't take. Alright. Do I take bedroom? I think I take bedroom. Experiment successful. I got 2 for coming in here, 5 for coming in here, and then I lost 10 and got 20 gold instead. Nothing hanging out in this room. So now I have the ability to buy whatever the heck I want in that commissary. Which would be the sledgehammer. And then when I need to come back through the dark room, I'll be able to go through the laboratory, which means I'll be going through the den, which means I'll be opening the thing with the sledgehammer then. The path is a little winding, annoyingly, but that's how it goes here. Magnifying glass, and I will take sledgehammer, because now the game can't drop those for me. I've never seen a duplicate dropped into game, so if I now can't get a duplicate of those, surely I have to get other items instead that could be more relevant. Also, I guess I'll try and draft to the north here. Oh, no, I don't have gems. I don't have gems, so I don't try and draft yet. I'm just going to accept the 2 gems that I get from this. Only 1 box is true. Possible. Only 1 box can change gems. True. If this is true, this can't be, because this says only 1 box is true. This would have to also be true, and this is true. So this is false. This is true. The gems are in the white box. This says only 1 box is true, but it's false, which means 2 or more boxes are true, which means that this can also be true, which means the gems are in the white box. Door's locked. Kitchen with food for sale is nice, but I don't actually really need it. Give him the West Wing Hall. Safe progression. Now, please give me the garage. Damn it. Lavatory, secret passage, or boudoir. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I don't think I can choose blue in that room. It doesn't count. Guess I'll take the boudoir. Head in here, grab my money. Also, the additional 20 I get for drafting another bedroom. Should I open this every time I come in? 12/25 is the date of Christmas. Okay, yeah, so I get an additional gem if I do that. Neat. Suppose that is worth my time. Securita. That's actually really good, because I do have a key card. So having as high security as possible is exactly where I want to be. Speaking of, got a key card for that one. Ooh, breaker box, gallery and observatory. I'm going to take the gallery because I've never gotten to go there, and it's a puzzle room, and I've never gotten to use that puzzle room, and I want to be able to use that puzzle room, and also the breaker box doesn't matter to me too much, except for the fact that the dark room at the moment. Gallery, I could also technically go out to the left and down, like there's possibility that leads me back to that left wall, which is the only place I've ever seen the garage spawn. Christopher Manson, born 1954. Acrylic on oil on canvas. A collection of Mount Holly. Interesting. And then, oh. BCPT LSMWB. Interesting. Oh, we have to name them. Is the name of this colors? It's just all of the things in that basket behind him. No, there's no O for this position. So the hydrants, there's roses, there's apples, there's stop signs. One would presume this is all red. But then there's also a P on the right-hand side. Actual objective. Curly can... Yeah, got it. So actual objective is way that way. Very. And that's genuine. What the heck are these? Genuine. Maybe it's multiple different, like, maybe there's multiple different ways in this picture of giving you the same information. So, like, there's a bottle of Genu, and there appears to be wine. This is Genu wine, right? The actual objective in that direction, in the horizon, there's all of these eyes. There's this half word, very. Like, verify, verowine? No. Verify, genuine, actual objective. Secure? Just looking for like a synonym. Seg. Nope. I mean, I'm getting a lot of these letters secure. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, yeah, the E is there. Secures? Secured? Okay, so those are the 7 deadly sins: hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, and avarice. A pelt of some tailed creature lays on the ground before a set of 2 plinths that hold atop them the infinity symbol with a bunch of nails in. That's got to have 8 words. I mean, infinity, like maybe infinity, but like all of the boxes of sins are empty. Pandora's, as in a reference to Pandora's box, opening, releasing the sins of humanity. Christopher Manson again. And this is thick and in the reflection. God, this art is all really interesting. I just don't know what the heck is wrong. Looks like if I named everything correctly, I would get 2 chests for my trouble. I mean, look, naive inspection. I'm just going to try and put the word thick here and see if that comes up. I would also really love the game to tell me at any point that I've done one of these correctly, just so I know what that looks like. Thick. Oh, I think I've got it. Thick. But the K is thin. It's think. Thin K. Think. Thin K. There we go. And it went... And it locked him in. And it has descended this man. Okay, yeah. So effectively, the picture is a very complex pun. So a P on top of the right. Right. They are red items here, consistently red. Still nothing on that one. Actual objective in the distance. It's like you're looking forward to something. Genuine. This is the thing I don't understand. It's just an eye? Is it, so it is a section of something? Very? Fi? Genuine? Wine-fi? The actual objective is off inside. My god. I will figure these out. It will probably take me a while, so if I do need to, I will pause. If it's starting to get a little, frustrating. I mean, again, let's try the naive inspection of infinity. See if I can even get the letter I. Nope. So the door is not closed. The door is ajar. The boxes are empty. The skin is off of the animal. Like, these things are in an emptied state. They are open. They are vacant. This is a curious room. Roses, stop sign. It is mirrored. But if it was mirrored on this side, it would have a Q. Can you even start with a Q? Seems to be a no. Secured. That's an anagram of rescued. If it'll even let me put that in. No, no S for that position. Genuine, actual objective, very. And there's a bunch of eyeballs. I mean, again, naive. I'm going to try the word forward, which is enough letters. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty easy way to disprove it if there's no W. Nope. For red. F-U-T-U-R-E, future, no. Infinity, oil on canvas. Jar, open, nails. Nailed. There's also that shark fin up in the top left. Emptiness? Let's actually think for a second here. The top image of a hand holding chains, one presumes it's released itself from them. Like, that's a very, very, very broad, like, extremely indirect way to refer to thinking. Like, you free yourself from chains by thinking kind of thing. Like, it's not direct. So, like, is it literally just the K? I mean, there's thick and thin is implied as the opposite, and it's mirrored. Thick and thin. It's mirrored. I mean, these are mirrored, so maybe I should be implying the opposite here. But how would I? They're all still red items in a wagon. So, P backwards is Q, but backwards and upside down, it could be D? A dragon? I don't know. Like his wagon? Doesn't have the letter D, never mind. Boy. Alright, I'm gonna pause and start thinking about this. I can't hold you for too long. Okay, I bring you back because I have gone through and toggled all of these in order to generate each letter that is available in each position. And as I was toggling them in each position, I came up with a possible solution. Specifically, the fact that the final one has a Y gets me in mind of actual objective, eyeballs, genuine, very possibly phi. I think the word might be clarity. And then I also quickly checked, and yes, there are enough letters to spell exactly clarity. Not enough letters, sorry. There are the letters in the possible places. Like, you want to be able to see your actual objective with clarity. You want genuine, verifiable, clear. All of these things line up to me. Come on. Damn it. What if it's charity? Damn it! Oh, I'm calling it Charity. Its name is now Charity. I just had the stunningly late in the game realization that the reason that verify is related to genuine is because veri would be truth in Latin, or true or fact or something related to that. Therefore being the base word for that. So genuine and true and actual objective all aligned. And eyeballs. All right. I tried charity, and I tried something else that I can't remember that. I'm going to try reality? No. Fiality. No. I might have already tried this. I'm looking for any words that are synonyms with objective, genuine, verifiable, reality, truth, etc. But it's 7 letters long. All right, back to the pause. I brought you back for a second only to tell you how frustrating it is that factual is the right amount of letters and everything except for the final one lines up. This just does not have an L. If this had an L, the word could be factual and it would be correct and it would be fine, but it's not. Similar to facts, I guess? Actually, look, I'm gonna put it down, but I don't think it is it. Faculty can be a solution for these letters. There's a lot of words that could be found in these letters, by the way. I can't just go from that direction, unfortunately. I have to go for things that like your ability to see is often considered one of your faculties. Your ability to think, having your faculties about you. Okay, not that. All right. Doesn't this one just say Mondays to you? Well, it doesn't in the actual puzzle. It's not the solution. Sunday? I just realized that it has the ability to be words of the days of the week, and I figured I had to give him a chest. Friday, maybe? The thing is, so the real thing in this image is that the stop sign is correct ways on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, it's back to front, which means that the image that also is on the right-hand side is mirrored completely, which means that this P should be mirrored. And if it was mirrored, it would be a lowercase q rather than a capital P. No, it doesn't have to be a capital. It really depends where the line is. But it would be a lowercase q. But the thing is, none of these have the letter Q in them. Curious. So, like, the other one was thin K, right? Thin K. Like, it says something as a word, and it also describes the pun. So what if this is, like, red Q? Can I get the letter R? No, I can't. Q red. I need to be able to get the letter R somewhere. Otherwise, red is not part of the solution. I haven't written these ones down just yet. There's... yeah, no E in this position either. So, yeah, it's... red is a hard one to get. Murked? Imagine if that worked. Murked. Corked? Corked? Cocked it, mate. Kirked it, mate. Kirked it, mate. Corked? Imagine if this walked. Talked. Locked. Sorked. Morked. Worked? Worker? Solve the world unite? A work it. A workie! That's what they call an employee in the post-apocalypse. Worky. Working until your soul is ennobled by labor, then purchase relief from your local retailer. Nope. It's not coming to me. I'll give it another little bit of a... Alright, I can't tell you how long I've spent in this room looking back and forth at these. I don't know if this puzzle needs to be solved in a new way every day, or if you literally only need to solve this one time when you come. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be solving this exact puzzle literally every run. Am I expected to be able to solve all 4 of these every time I come to a room like this? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I'm just like completely blind to it, and there's an obvious solution for each of those 3 other than this one, which did feel pretty obvious. I'm gonna guess that I actually, like, these are the same in the gallery every single time, and that you do work on them over time. Chapel! It's also locksmith with keys for sale, but the chapel leads back in the direction I want to go. So does the aquarium, but the chapel's asking for money, and there's not many things I have more of. So if you ask for the resource I have, I'm more than happy to give it to you. Garage, please. Library and observatory both at least take me in the direction that I want to go. Garage costs 1 gem, so I would need to have it. I do want the observatory, but I also do want a library. Give me the library. Less common drafting comes out of this. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, an account of our town by the modest Sir Andrew Dull. M. Lowry has taken this book out last year. Lord Evanson, 5 years prior to them. And Anne Babbage in 82.
Introduction. The third largest city in Fenaris, the site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer.
This is welcome to beautiful Reddington. This is the image that we've seen elsewhere, just in case there's anything to zoom in on.
Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is a type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction is a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens. It is loved by both locals and visitors for its Ageran canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and its mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Ilex ex Mezerve, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. Featherfall Keep. You will find yourself sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historical site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since the Third Era.
Interesting. So that means the Epsons weren't Ageran, but her mother was, which means Lady Ashlyn was Ageran. Which we knew that, but it means Lord William Epson wasn't.
After the death of Lord Epson, his...
After the death of Lord Epson, that seems like it's going to be important for me to get. some information out of. The death of Lord Epson. So, is that the fall of the Lord? Seems like it would be. But I don't have any time on that.
After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historical house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surfaced documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on that long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Ares's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the south shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays.
We know that's where Marion disappeared from.
Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience that many hikers and explorers would want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get on the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give the mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit it. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly's schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. We know they were decommissioned after... when was that? January 11th, 1926, the Crown's recent decision to dismantle the realm's railways. Reported in the Reddington Herald. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platforms have been appropriated to turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventures in Reddington.
Angel Tower. Up near Trinsdale Lake, there is Angel Tower. It's an extremely long bow to draw, but Angel Tower reminds me of that note that we have. It's a segment of the map from the underground that does have some text on it, but it doesn't have the full text. So far, all the text we can see on that part of it is Gel Points Dreams. So gel, possibly the end of the word angel? Seems pretty likely. This is Tanner Fork, it looks like. Anyway, Station Bazaar. It doesn't look like anything here is getting clearer when zoomed in. I'm just getting closer to the page. Country Bells Club there, Burrows End. And then just to make sure that I haven't missed any of it randomly. Interesting. Not exactly certain what I'm supposed to do with that, but interesting. Alright, library. Give me the garage! Secret passage, ballroom, and the conference room. Conference room would be in a dead end here, so I'm just going to take the ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2. It'll cost me 2 gems to create it. And then I'll walk in. Oh, I got 2 gems. Hell yeah. Clara and Simon at the Ineclipse Ball of 1952. Doesn't look to be any additional information we can glean there. Let's confirm our previous guess, because these are the final 2 pages that we needed. So our guess was that the bold letters will be telling us that we actually need to read the first letters of each of these pages. So first words on the sheet are, and the next one's going to have the as its bolded word, our true message. There we go, true. So then we'll record their first words as well. Trees, under, 2. And I need to get a music room or the workshop to complete my messages there. Or I could look back at my previous recordings, but if I find those first, I'll query them in real space. Doesn't appear to be anything else unique about the room that I need to address. Grant. So we got another exit out through Securita. Walken. I was looking for Sinfinity, but it doesn't start with S. Because there's sins and the infinity, and then the stabs and the whatever. Entry, exit, no. Fin, finality. Finality. Fine, I'll try it. Well, look, if you won't give me the letter F to start it off with, I can tell you it's not going to be finality. Course locked. I do have a commissary. But was that commissary selling keys? Thankfully, this door's unlocked. I'm gonna go with him to see him because I don't. Even though I do want to go to the music room, I really don't want to spend my only gems there. And I also don't want to terminate the path there. Dining room. Thank you. That'll have the food in, and also I'll be able to head out in all the directions that I want to go. Drawing room would do the same, but dining room has food as well, which I need because I need more footsteps. Plus 10 if you have a trophy room in your house. I'm not going to eat it just yet because I don't need to eat it right now, and if I see a trophy room, I might make a trophy room. I know, I might go crazy and make a trophy room, actually. Maid's chamber, walk-in closet. None of these appear out to the north, so I will actually take the walk-in closet. Coin burst. Every time we get 3 coins, we also get an additional 1. I'll take a gem and a key and a safe deposit box key, which I can only imagine. Herbert Sinclair said one of the other printings was too dark. I wonder if maybe this was the current one. Anyway, the safe deposit key, that's probably going to go in the vault, if I had to guess, because the vault is where you can have safe deposit boxes. Utility box, observatory. I mean, all of these terminate, unfortunately. Utility box, I already... Oh, utility box would give me the ability to pop the break, the darkroom breaker back on. Gymnasium off, darkroom on. Now I don't have to lose steps when going through there, and I already have a key card, so I don't need to change anything else about that system. How hard is it to get back up here? Yeah, it takes more than 10 steps to get back up here. I should just eat this. Yum. What else do I need to do from where I currently am? What else can I do from where I currently am? Nothing. We're going back to the commissary. If there's anything there that I can pick up that is worthwhile, I will do so, because I am going to have an absolute glut of money in this run otherwise. But I may want to hold on to some of that money if possible. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can get. Sure. I'm going to want to hold on to some money as well, because if I can spawn... No dig hole. If I can spawn the... Sorry, just got to learn the floor plan of my own estate here. I don't have office down either. Damn. If I can spawn the trophy room? No, it's gift shop. It's gift shop. Mount Holly gift shop. Then I can start purchasing things. Trophy room was for the extra food. Yeah, so I can head through the dark room and draft freely now. Oh, it has a key. Handy. I like those. Aquarium is a room of each color, and it opens up 2 directions I want to go. Shovel! Oh, it's also a bedroom! So it gave me additional steps, and then it took away the additional steps, and then it gave me a ridiculous amount of additional gold. Study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. Yep. Give me the workshop. There's a large battery pack for powering contraptions. This is a C, so ALC are the letters that I've taken from that. 8 stones. Yep. Tree under 2 stones. trees under 2 stones. Something trees under 2 stones. Interesting. I have a lot of items. I don't know if they can join into anything. Running shoes and sleep mask. Will it even show me? Running shoes and a rabbit's foot. No? Oh, rabbit's foot and coin purse. Creates a lucky purse. Okay, so yeah, I can just hover over things. Keycard and nothing makes anything. Magnifying glass and nothing makes nothing else. Coin purse obviously works with the lucky rabbit's foot. Battery pack in... Battery pack sledgehammer, battery pack compass. Battery pack shovel. I think battery pack shovel is probably a hilariously good idea. Sledgehammer and battery pack, yeah, makes sense. Compass is also going to work with battery pack. Compass and shovel? What the hell does that do? A dowsing rod. Wait, what would the sledgehammer and battery pack do? Wait, they need a third thing still? That doesn't make anything by itself. What about the compass in the battery pack? Electromagnet. Shovel battery pack is also asking for another item which I don't have. Interesting. Okay, well, first things first. Lucky rabbit's foot, coin purse, lucky purse. Let's make that. Let's finally see one of the contraptions. Doubles all the money you find, a very lucky purse. I got a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of money in this run. Compass shovel, dowsing rod. Let me see what that's all about. Oh, it can't dig anymore. While drafting, dowsing rods point towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. I mean, the lucky purse was also... okay. Yeah. We are out of things we can make. That's a shame. But also, we did get the information that I wanted from this room anyway, so... Whee! I need another shop. You're kidding me. Buddy... No! I can't draft that veranda. How dare you? And my dowsing rod is pointing towards the lavatory. Is there any other thing I can do? I'd have to open the left side of the antechamber, which I can't do right now. Yep, nope. We're bricked. I'm gonna take the lavatory because it was pointing towards it. Also, I haven't been here in a very long time. HS Sinclair. Another one of the... Wait, what was that one for? Yeah, another vault key. Deposit vault key. I'm gonna guess that's what the dowsing rod was pointing towards. Don't see anything additional to solve in this room, unfortunately. Damn it. All I had to do is, after that aquarium, go all the way up to the ballroom and then come back, and I would have been able to go forward with 2 gems. Alas. Vault key. Car keys that I couldn't use. Terrifyingly sad. Magnifying glass that I have nothing I need to magnify. I mean, I discovered 2 of the contraptions at least. That's pretty cool. And now I know what they do. Even if I don't necessarily want them to do what they do. I really wish the commissary had, you know, keys or gems. Things I could buy. Wait a second, I got the sledgehammer. Oh, if this was full of gems, I would have felt so bad. Because I absolutely could have opened that before I opened the other door. But thankfully it was full of money instead, so I don't feel bad. As much, at least. Anything else? Anything else that needs to be done? I don't think so. I mean, the final thing really is that gallery. It's trying to figure out what those words are. The fact that the gallery's image shows those ones that I was puzzling over makes me feel much more vindicated. Because it makes me feel like the gallery is always going to have those 4. So I can just keep working on them day over day. I also haven't even opened up my outside path, so I can still do that. Worth giving that a go. Oh, I don't even have... I don't have a shovel. So... I can't just look for trees that have 2 rocks under them and then dig, because my shovel is currently a dowsing rod. Damn it. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. I should stop trying that. Oh. 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks. Never mind. Tomb's a lot of money that I don't need, because it can't help me right now. Well, hang on. Tomb could help me right now, specifically in allowing me access into the foundation, and then in the foundation I would go to the reservoir, and I would just pop on open 3 more of the key rooms. But I don't need the tomb to access that. I can access that myself. So give me the root cellar, which it's saying has items in. Single key. Oh, and an apple. Nice. Bunch of dig spots that I can't dig. No. But another key is good. Now I can head down to the reservoir and get some additional information from there. Ready or not, here I come. I got such a good way to get money. Money, money, and not a drop to spend. Again, I just want to view that back wall, make sure that it's not suddenly open for any reason. It is not. We head down to our drained reservoir, where I am going to pop open 4 more of these chests. Green memos are lies, and it's a green memo. Thanks, bud. Now the blue ones say all green memos found in boxes in the water are true, and that's a lie. So either only some of the green memos are true, or all of them are lies. Green memos in blue boxes are true, it says. But this says all green memos found in the boxes in the water are true. Ah, but it's not necessarily referring to blue boxes. Let's open this one. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by 2 wavy signs, which is a lie. So those are the 3 blues in the water, which is relevant because we have... here we go. A blue statement. So this is true. Only 1 blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. We've got all of the 3 blue boxes open. 2 of them are red, so they have to be false, which means this final one is true, which means green memos in blue boxes are true, and it itself is a green box in a blue memo, so it is true. Let's open another blue chest to see if I can get another green memo, which I can respond to. I mean, blue we can also rely on. Green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. This one says green memos are lies. It is a lie. This one says the sanctum key is not in a box, it is buried. That is also a lie. So the sanctum key is in one of these boxes. I imagine when we raise the water and sail through there, we can get to the sanctum, which might be the door beyond the sands that... Oh, what was his name? Alvara, the fortune teller, was talking about. Okay, so what information do I have so far? Sanctum is in a box. A black box contains allowance tokens. So none of the black boxes contain allowance tokens. I imagine there's the sanctum key as well as some other stuff here that I would like to loot. I'm gonna guess this blue is probably relevant. It's all nestled in the corner here. The sanctum key is in a black box, and that's a green memo that says so. And this is a true memo that says green memos in blue boxes are true. So the sanctum key is in a black box. Cool. I should come back with some more keys and try and open some more black boxes. Unfortunately, that's the end of our exploration for the day. I also am no closer on finding out what the password, the admin password for the offline terminal here is. I wonder if it might be in the office, in the safe in the office, so I have to figure out what the date is for the March of the something. I'm getting access to some more dates now, so that'll make that a little handier, but I'm gonna have to call this one a day as it currently appears to be. Mount Holly is a west-facing inn today. West Wing is favored, 5 bedrooms. I wouldn't have favored the West Wing if I didn't have to. Total rooms 32, rank 9 is reached, 79 steps taken, 11 rooms found, and only one of them being a new room, the ballroom. Far up the end there. I only need to get the music room in order to confirm the secret message from those. Excellent. I feel like we've got a real good bead on how we get additional progress in the next episode. For the moment, though. Oh, wait, hang on. Not for the moment, though. I click those buttons. Then I go for the moment, though. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left, series playlist from a content, past, present, and future on this game. Down below, streaming past and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add above thank you. Special thanks to this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.